السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، نحمده ونسبحه ونقدسه ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وترحم على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وسلمت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وصل اللهم وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والأوصياء والصديقين وعترة نبيك الطيبين الطاهرين. عباد الله، أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في سورة الإسراء: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: ولا تقف ما ليس لك به علم إن السمع والبصر والفؤاد كل أولئك كان عنه مسؤولا. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Our religion and our faith encourages us to engage in critical and constructive criticism, meaning that we must share with our friends, with our family members, and with members of society. We should share our views and our opinions about them. If there is something wrong, we must speak about it. We should not hide it. Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam says, فَلَا تَكُفُّوا, do not refrain, do not stop. فَلَا تَكُفُّوا عَنْ مَقَالَةٍ بِحَقٍّ, do not refrain from a true statement. If you see something wrong, do not refrain, do not stay away from true statement. عن مقالة بحق أو مشورة بعدل, or a just advice. If you have a just advice, meaningful advice, then share it with me. من شاور الناس شاركها في عقولها, whoever consult with people and listen to their criticism and their consultation and their advice is going to benefit from their wisdom, from their intelligence. And another hadith says, Al-mu'minu mir'atul mu'min, a believer is considered a mirror to another believer. A mirror, what do you see in the mirror? You see yourself. You see yourself naturally, the way you look exactly. So we see ourselves in others. And in the mirror, what do you do when you leave your home? You look into the mirror. If there is something wrong, you try to what? To fix it. And this is the work of the mu'mineen. They look at others, they listen to them. If there is something wrong, they try to fix it. They tell them. However, this constructive criticism and naqdul ijabi has rules and manners and regulations. And if we do not stick to these rules and regulations, it backfires. Not only it does not help, but it will hurt. So what are these rules and regulations? Some of them I'm going to share it with you, my brothers and sisters, maybe this week, the others inshallah in the following weeks. One of them, if you want to advise your friend, your family member, anyone in the community, anyone in the society, let this advice to be private, not public. Some people advise in public in front of 200 people. This is not an advice. This will create embarrassment for that person. Even if he's saying something wrong or doing something wrong, do not approach him in public. Take him aside. take him aside and whisper in his ears so no one notices what you are telling him. Don't say that in public. Don't destroy his image. Don't destroy his character in public. Don't do that. This is rude. It is rude to try to advise someone in public. This is rude. It is counterproductive. من نصح أخاه علانية فقد شانه. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wassalam says, if you advise your brother in public, علانية, in public, in front of people, then you are embarrassing him, you are hurting him, you are not benefiting him. وَمَنْ نَصَحَهُ سِرًّا فَقَدْ زَانَهُ. But if you advise him in a private, then you are making him more beautiful, more attractive, adding value to him. You are helping him out. فَقَدْ زَانَهُ. And therefore, we cannot discuss people's private life in public. We can't. Stay away from that. All people in the society, all of them, every individual, every member of the society, every single member of this society and other societies and human societies, they have their own challenges, their own problems, their own conflicts, their own fights, their own weaknesses at home. Between a husband and wife, there are problems. Between two partners, between two brothers, between two friends, between parents and children, between members of society. There are conflicts, there are challenges, and therefore we should not go and reveal this to the public. We should respect people's privacy and confidentiality. I saw two scenes, one in the east, one in the west. In the west, I saw it here in Irvine in one of the hospitals. It says, there is a banner that says, we do not discuss our patients' records in public. This is the policy of the hospital. We don't speak about patient's record, health record in public. We don't. We sit with the patient himself or herself in a private and we discuss it with them. This is the scene I saw in the West here. Another scene I saw in a Muslim country in the East, two doctors in the elevator, they were speaking about the record of their patients in public, and the elevator was packed in public, as if they are sitting in their office, private office. This is unacceptable. من كشف عن حجاب الناس انكشفت عورات بيته. If you expose people's homes, people's secrets, people's privacy, if you gossip about it, if you speak about it publicly, a day comes that the secrets of your home are going to be exposed in public. This is a hadith. من كشف عن عورات الناس, someone who has habit, who speaks about people's private life. He has nothing to do but gossiping. A day comes that that person, his entire house is going to be exposed and revealed in public. So if you want to benefit, do not expose people. Do not expose them in public. Take them aside and share what you want to share with them in a private. These things are confidential, should not be shared in public, because our aim is to build, not to destroy. Our aim is to honor people, respect people, not to disrespect them. So this is one condition of nasiha and advice and constructive criticism, is that we share it with people in a private, not in public. If you want to be effective. And I keep speaking about these subjects because we suffer in the community, in the society, we suffer from the repercussions of gossiping. And a mu'min is the one who keeps himself aloof from gossiping. He does not discuss people's private life in public. So this is number one. Number two, The criticism should be based on knowledge and awareness and ilm. God says in chapter 17, Surah Al-Isra, وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ. Do not meddle, do not discuss, do not pursue, do not follow something that you have no knowledge about it. This is none of your business. If you have no solid knowledge about it, then don't discuss it. Otherwise, it becomes gossiping and rumors and accusations. Any news, my friends, any news in the society which is not based on solid knowledge and burhan, قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ, evidence, solid evidence, not conjecture, not dhan, it is not considered, it's considered accusation, not fact. Treat it as accusation, as rumors. And the society is filled with rumors. Filled with rumors. If you analyze most of these news that circulates, 90% of them are rumors, not facts. So don't participate. Don't add to the misery, to the pain, to the suffering, to the disunity of the society by circulating these rumors. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ. If you don't have ilm, then don't pursue. Leave it, abandon it, throw it away, stay away from it. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ. Because God is going to hold you accountable. إِنَّ السَّمْعَ, indeed, the hearing, your ears is accountable. إِنَّ السَّمْعَ وَالْبَصَرَ, your vision, your eyes are accountable. وَالْفُؤَادَ, your thinking is accountable. كُلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. We hold you accountable for these things. And especially when you hear news from people who are not confidential, people who are not reliable, people who enjoy gossiping. إِنْ جَاءَكُمْ فَاسِقٌ بِنَبَإٍ. If someone who's immoral, a liar, he brings a piece of news, iniquities, he comes with a news, فَتَبَيَّنُوا, discern and be careful, أَن تُصِيبُوا, lest you hurt some family or some individual or some community. أَن تُصِيبُوا قَوْمًا بِجَهَالَةٍ, out of ignorance, you contribute to this accusation. Don't do that. Say, I'm not going to listen to one side. I'm not going to listen to the social media for the mere fact that it is circulating in the social media. I'm not going to listen. I have to discern. I have to be careful. I have to double check. I have sometimes to go to the person himself and ask him, is this true? I heard this. What is your opinion? إِنْ جَاءَكُمْ فَاسِقٌ بِنَبَإٍ. You know why this verse came down? Because almost there was a war and a bloodshed during the time of the Prophet, because someone who was fasiq, immoral, a liar, who brought fake news, wrong news, lies. He said to the Prophet, there is an army that is standing there and it's about to attack Medina and our community. And the Prophet mobilized the troops, and Allah sent him Jibreel with this warning, be careful, this is a liar, this is a hypocrite. Do not let him delude you and deceive you. إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. Plus the verse that I mentioned last week. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن. Stay away from rumors. Stay away from fake news. Don't listen to the fake news. Don't participate in rumors and gossips. Don't. اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم. Nowadays it's very easy to create fake news with the social media that has no control. The most uncontrolled thing today in the world is the social media. Social media. Social media flips the haqq, truth makes it falsehood, and falsehood makes it truth. This is exactly what social media does nowadays. And many honorable people, they stay away from social media. They have no trust in that. Because this social media destroyed societies, destroyed families, caused divorce between a husband and wife, caused fitna in the community, between friends, between partners, between co-workers. Be very careful. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to anything that is being said until tabayyanu, you verify. Until you verify. I remember a story that happened. Someone was engaged to a lady and it didn't work. Natural, doesn't work. There are many engagements. They get engaged after 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Does not work. Sometimes they get married. It doesn't work. This is natural. It happens. It happens. So when this engagement did not work and they broke up, the lady was hurt. And she went after this man on social media, accusing him of things that he didn't do. Why? Because she said, since you did not marry me, I'm not going to let you get married till the end of your life. The wife that you're going to see, not in this life, maybe Hur al-Ain, But in this life, you're going to remain single. And many women in the society, young ladies like her friends and others, they believed these accusations. They believed these rumors. Be careful, be smart, be intelligent. Be intelligent. The first thing you do with any news, double check. Don't believe. Don't believe. This is the teaching of the Quran. فَتَبَيَّنُوا. Tabayyanu means double check, discern, wait, verify, have patience before you believe anything. Two sides of the story. Believe me, my friends. Believe me, my dear brothers and sisters. I've learned this here in this community. When I do divorce, I listen to two sides, two exactly conflicting stories, 100% conflicting with each other. Everything he says, she says it's lies, and everything she says, he says she's a liar. This is why I don't believe anything. You have to sit there and be like a judge. Cross-examine them, spend hours and hours and hours and hours, so you know what is the truth. And sometimes you need witnesses, and sometimes the witnesses also lie. Some witnesses, they lie. As I said last week, they are not honest. Be careful. This is how we build the society. By not being naive, not listening to any rumors. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ إِنَّ السَّمْعَ وَالْبَصَرَ وَالْفُؤَادَ كُلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. Inshallah, if we lived for next Friday, I'm going to speak about another aspect of the rules and regulations of critical and constructive criticism. When you criticize, when you advise someone, also you have to be honest with that person. And I'm going to speak about this inshallah ta'ala after 4th of July. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وسلمت وباركت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وصل اللهم وسلم على خلفاء نبيك وأوصيائه علي أمير المؤمنين وقائد الغر المحجلين وعلى البضعة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين وعلى سبطي نبي الرحمة وسيدي شباب أهل الجنة الحسن والحسين عليهما السلام وعلى علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والإمام الخلف الهادي المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه. عباد الله، أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. God has given us a good gift, a very refreshing, inspiring, empowering gift. And that is the gift of a smile. When you smile, when you are able to smile. Because smiling increases your happiness, increases your self-confidence. Remove tension from your life. Remove the stress from your life. You can put on a different mood, a positive mood, positive vibe when you smile. And therefore the hadith considers the act of smiling as an act of wholesomeness, an act of charity. Sometimes you don't have change in your pocket to give, you don't have money, you don't have food to give, but you can give a smile. Share your smile. It is amazing how the smile is going to change people's perception about you. Especially we, the Muslims here in this country, we really need to give this type of charity, smiling. When you go outside, when you go to the school, to the hospital, when you board an airplane, when you meet others, when you go to an interview, when you go to your office, begin your day with a smile. Let people see your beautiful white teeth, mashallah. But you have to brush them, of course, every morning. So it changes the mood. It changes how people look at you. Sometimes people are very suspicious about you, but when you approach them with a smile, small smile, they change immediately. Here in America, they change. They respect you because of a small smile. And therefore, the hadith says, the real good manners, husnul akhlaq, has 3 pillars. Husnul akhlaq. What are husnul akhlaq? To have a beautiful manners, beautiful akhlaq. The hadith says 3 things. Number 1, bastul wajh, to have smiling face, open face, welcoming face. When you meet people, meet them with welcoming face, smiling face. This is number 1. Number 2, and وَبَذْلُ الْمَعْرُوفِ, when you make your kindness, your goodness available to people left and right. Be a kind person. Don't be mean. Be a kind person. This is the biggest investment when you are kind in life. When everyone around you has benefited from your kindness. This is part of husnul khulq. And the third one, وَكَفُّ الْأَذَى, do not hurt. Do not hurt. Believe me, we have the power of not hurting. This is our choice. It's my choice to control my tongue. I can hurt every individual sitting in front of me, and at the same time I can not hurt them and please them and respect them. This is my choice. A choice that God has given you. So use the better choice. Idfa'. Quran says, idfa' billati hiya ahsan. Use the better choice that you have. Why do you go to the worst one? Why do you go to the bad one? When you are able to do the good one, why do you choose the evil one? Studies, hundreds of studies, they say if you want to be successful in your business, in your marital life, in your friendship, in the society, in your interview, in your job, in your career, with friends, with neighbors, you have to smile. When they see you smile. The beauty of your smile. You know, some people, they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on cosmetic surgeries. On their nose, on their lips, on their cheeks, on their eyebrows, on something below, something up, something left, something right. Believe me, we have surgeons here, they can testify to that, alhamdulillah. But Allah has given you something more powerful than these plastic surgeries and the smile, the smile, the smile. When you have an open face, welcoming face, when you don't frown. There is a whole chapter criticizing and chastising people who frown. A whole chapter in this book by the name of a frowning, the negative connotation of a frowning. Abasa wa tawalla an ja'ahu al-a'ma. A whole chapter about frowning. Some people think that if I am a religious person, I have to frown always, to be serious. I've seen this in some religious cities. There are some people who live for 8 years, they never smile. They never smile. They think that they have always to frown, always to be angry, always to be serious, so he gets closer to God. This is wrong. This is wrong. Those people, they don't succeed in their life. God says to the Prophet, if you frown, if you are angry with people, no one is going to stay with you. People are going to abandon you. وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. I read another study that says in one of the hospitals, in one of the rooms, children's hospital, they noticed that some kids in one room, in one ward of the hospital, are dying more than other rooms. They came and they checked. They saw the nurse who was stationed in that ward. She always frowns and she's angry. She has negative vibes. Negative vibes. And that destroys people's, psyche and people's, mood. This is important. And again, I read another study, another story. It says, the yearbook, they checked a yearbook of women's college. Women's college. They checked it in this year, let's say. They looked at some faces, they are smiling. They have genuine smile. And some people are not smiling. When you go to DMV, you have to smile, huh? Believe me, this is an advice. If you go to passports office, post office to get a photo for your passport and your ID, you must smile. Even if your wife has beaten you that morning, you must smile. The officer, when he sees your picture, this is my personal experience, my friends, I am sharing it. Smiling, that's it. Welcome to America. Welcome home. Immediately. They are not going to interrogate you. But if you frown, they keep you 10 hours in the airport. So they noticed that these girls, young girls in this yearbook, who were smiling, within 5 years of their graduation, they got married faster than those who did not smile. And of course, the same thing applies to men. It's not only sisters. We want men to. When you open your eyes, your wife opens her eyes in the morning in a smiling face, changes her mood, it gives her hope. It really removes the stress. The Chinese proverb says, a person who does not smile should not open a business. But I think the Chinese are not implementing this themselves. Like many Muslims who do not follow their book and their Islam. So, inshallah, from nowadays, because of 4th of July, we start smiling more than frowning, inshallah. Eid al-Ghadir celebration is going to be not tomorrow, Saturday, but Saturday the 8th, inshallah. July 8th here at 7 p.m. And the junior camp, we just concluded the youth camp, alhamdulillah, in Big Bear. It was very successful. The junior camp is going to be August 18th through 21st here in Irvine, inshallah, on Jamboree. There is a beautiful campground for the juniors. We're going to have it in, inshallah, 2 months from now, and we're going to send the flyer. Also, we have 2 people who are critically ill in the hospital. One of them is Hajj Masood Rafi', who always comes to the Friday prayers, and also Hajj Fuad Abdul Hussein Amin. Please join me in reciting Amman Yujibul Muftar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amman Yujibul Muftar idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman Yujibul Muftar idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman Yujibul Muftar idha da'ahu ويكشف السوء يا الله. من على مرضانا بالشفاء والعافية. المرضى المنظورين اللهم ألبسهم ثوب الصحة والعافية، وعجل في فرج سيدنا وإمامنا صاحب العصر والزمان. وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثواب الفاتحة مع الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.